Welcome to the PlayAbly Podcast, where we dive into the art and science of gamification, customer engagement, and driving conversion. Whether you're an e-commerce brand, a marketing innovator, or just curious about the future of interactive experiences, you're in the right place. At PlayAbly, we specialize in turning passive audiences into active customers through shoppable games and playable experiences that transform how brands connect with their customers. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back to the PlayAbly Podcast, the show where we explore how gamification, loyalty, and smart retention marketing can drive real e-commerce growth. Today, we're going deep into one of the most famous and infamous marketing games of all time, McDonald's Monopoly.
That's right. We're talking about a campaign that's been running off and on since 1987, inspired by the board game Monopoly. It's part instant win game, part collect to win challenge. And for decades, it's turned McDonald's customers into collectors, traders, and even full-on strategists.
The concept started in the US when Simon Marketing partnered with McDonald's. The idea was simple. Every food purchase came with a sticker or a game piece featuring a Monopoly property. If you collected a full color set, say Boardwalk and Park Place, you could win prizes ranging from free fries to cars, vacations, or even $1 million.
It was genius marketing. It combined instant gratification, those you've won a free McFlurry moments, with long-term goal setting. You had to keep coming back, buying more to complete your property sets. It's the perfect example of behavioral reinforcement in marketing.
Exactly. Between the late 80s and early 2000s, it became a cultural phenomenon. McDonald's sales would spike during the campaign. In some years, store traffic increased by over 40% during the monopoly period.
Mechanically, it was pretty simple but brilliantly layered. Customers got peel-off game pieces with each qualifying purchase, sometimes attached to packaging, sometimes printed on cups or boxes. Each piece was either an instant win, like free fries or free Coke, or a collectible property from the Monopoly board.
And the genius part? McDonald's would print millions of common properties, but only a few of the rare ones needed to complete a set. So everyone could get Kentucky Avenue, but only a handful of people would ever see Boardwalk. That created perceived scarcity and drove repeat visits.
It's basically a loyalty loop disguised as a game. Every purchase feels like a chance to win, but it also feeds into that just one more try psychology. It's what today's e-commerce world calls gamified engagement.
Now, here's something most people don't realize. Because sweepstakes laws require no purchase necessary to enter, McDonald's included an AMOE, alternate method of entry. Consumers could mail in a request for free game pieces without buying food.
Right, and that's still true today for most sweepstakes and promotions in the US. You can't legally require a purchase for a chance to win. So even though the campaign encouraged people to buy meals, technically you could play for free if you were willing to go through the mailing process.
It's how I played this year. My husband and I downloaded the McDonald's app and got 10 AMOE codes each day during October. I think we ended up with like 3 to 4 food items for free each day from those codes. We had a few free meals this month.
That AMOE clause is important. It keeps games like this compliant with US gambling and lottery laws. It's a fine line between promotion and illegal lottery, and the AMOE is what keeps it on the right side.
Of course, we can't talk about McDonald's monopoly without talking about the scandal. Between 1995 and 2001, a security manager at Simon Marketing named Jerome Jacobson was stealing the high-value game pieces before they were distributed. He gave them to friends and associates who claimed the top prizes and shared the winnings with him.
It turned out that nearly every major prize winner over a 6-year period was connected to this fraud network. It was estimated at around $24 million in stolen winnings. The FBI called it Operation Final Answer, and the story later became the basis for the HBO documentary McMillions.
McDonald's itself wasn't involved in the fraud, but the scandal rocked the brand. They suspended the game for several years, revamped their security, and eventually brought it back with tighter controls and third-party auditing.
And still, the game endures. Even after that massive controversy, people lined up again to play when it relaunched. That's how powerful the gamification loop was.
So what can e-commerce founders and marketers take away from McDonald's monopoly?
First, the obvious gamification works. It taps into psychology, rewards, scarcity, and progression. When customers feel like they're playing, not just buying, engagement goes way up.
Second, Collectibility and chance mechanics create excitement. You can use this in e-commerce through digital scratch-offs, reward tiers, or seasonal collection events. Think of it as a digital version of Monopoly stickers.
Third, AMOE compliance is crucial if you're running contests or giveaways. Always make sure your sweepstakes offers a free method of entry to stay legally safe.
And finally, and maybe most importantly, trust matters. McDonald's only survived that scandal because the brand was so strong. For smaller e-commerce businesses, transparency and fairness in your gamified campaigns are non-negotiable.
If you're an e-commerce brand, you can recreate the energy of the Monopoly game legally, ethically, and digitally. Tools like PlayAbly make it possible to build your own shoppable games, seasonal challenges, or gamification rewards programs right inside your online store.
You don't need million-dollar prizes. You just need engagement loops that reward participation and repeat behavior. The same psychological triggers that made people collect Boardwalk and Park Place.
Exactly. Gamification doesn't have to mean fast food. It means building fun, habit-forming, emotionally rewarding experiences around your brand, and that's timeless.
So whether you loved it, played it, or just watched the McMillions documentary, the McDonald's Monopoly story shows how game mechanics can drive customer obsession, for better or worse.
And if you're a brand looking to build your own modern version of that magic, we'll drop some links in the show notes to help you start experimenting with gamified retention and loyalty. Thanks for listening, and as always, keep playing smart.